right hash. It's a 35-yard attempt. Badgley able to knock this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check 43. Switch.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Box it. 80 weapons.
Rodgers going to throw. And that will be incomplete. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. This will be from 49 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back at him. They get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
And a
really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, D.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. The intended receiver there, Allen. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. On 1st down, Rodgers. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Antonio Brown, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Hey, high 7. Get it.
2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Come on,
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Rock it. 6-6.
Operating from the gun. Herbert, he's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On second down, it's Jones. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. And they try to sweep to Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a...
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Green brings it in. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Green, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They'll try and throw for it here. Going deep here for Allen. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 81 yards. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack on first down, Rodgers, and that'll be incomplete. Now, Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Haywood!
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
13 yards, first down, Packers.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And an alley to run. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, Herbert. Caught by Allen. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Off the play fake. Herbert going for the deep ball. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A gain of 37. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
At the 42-yard line.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now this time Rodgers will throw. Here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That good for 22 and a first down. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
61, match box, lights. Go, go.
Throwing again. Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still important because...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He's got a first down past the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big run there by Jones. 62 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Hey, take 26. Hey, Echo.
Throwing is Rodgers. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
At the Chargers' 18-yard line.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Down.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Come on, set.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Herbert, he's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. SpazzJr6's, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. On fourth down, Herbert, now a desperation throw deep downfield. It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert, that's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards that time. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back to throw. Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he is all the way up past the 25. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
No. Check 99.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Let's go, defense. Let's get on the field. Defense.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
8-yard pickup. And a Packer 1st down.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Packers, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the loss will drop them to 6. They'll be off to the Raiders. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.